What I'm going to be diagramming here, or drawing up our 41 and 42 option, which is a triple option versus a 4-3. First, we'll diagram it against the 4-3 running to our tight end, and then we'll diagram it running away from the tight end, running it in weak to our formation. With our 41 and 42 option, everybody on the field, on the offensive field, they need to know who the read men are. And in our option, our number one read man is going to be the first guy head up to outside the tackle. So in this case, the defensive end is going to be the number one read man. And then our number two read man is going to be the first guy outside of our number one. In this case, we do a little bit of adjustment at the 4-3, and we're going to make this outside linebacker the number two read man. So everybody needs to know. It's just not the quarterback who's known the read man. Obviously, these guys up front need to know who that read man is too. That way we're not blocking the read man and screwing up the quarterback on his reads. Where we're going to start at, and we feel it's one of our more important blocks. A lot of times people don't want to run the triple option into a 3 technique. We still will run it into a 3 technique. That way, by defensive alignment, they can't tell us what we're going to run and what we can run. So what we'll do out of our play side guard and play side tackle is we want to get a good double team block. We need to move this guy off the line of scrimmage. We are going to double team to the Mike linebacker. So these two are going to have these two. It doesn't matter if this guy is going to give us any type of blitz or spark on the inside. That guard has to come off. If he starts to come over top, then we need to get our tackle off onto him. So these two, no matter what, have those two. It doesn't matter where they're going to end up on the field. Our tight end, what we're going to have to do with our tight end, we tell our tight end to be a smart football player. We give him the option. If he's got a defensive end on him that is playing outside, then we'll let him release inside if that's easier for him to get where he needs to go. If he's got a defensive end that's playing head up on him, right on top of him, then we're going to tell him you need to release outside, help to widen that read gap for the quarterback, whatever he needs to do. We try to let him be a football player, be a common sense type guy, and make the best play that he can. What we are going to do, and this is a little bit of adjustment for us as we go through the course of our season, if he's got an outside guy, if he's got an outside on his shoulder, he may take an inside release. And what we're going to do is, first of all, have him take a look at, even though this Sam linebacker, this outside linebacker is the number 2 read man, and you're not supposed to block read man, we have him check first. If this linebacker engages like he sees that the fullback has the ball, that he is stepping to the fullback, then we will block him. We will block him right in the hole. That way, just in case, we are going to give it to our fullback, this guy isn't going to have a free shot and near hole our fullback right in the hole. So if he engages him, then we take him. But if he's going to flow outside like he's trying to track our tailback, then the tight end is going to continue right on downfield, and he's looking for the safety, the strong safety coming over the top. So this guy, this Sam, is going to kind of tell us what we're going to do with him if he wants to engage a fullback, and we'll block him right away. And then we'll just let this guy flow over top, and then we'll kind of handle him as the number 2 read man on the run. Our play side receiver, he's got a base block. He's going to take that corner. Obviously, we'd like to keep him outside, but wherever he needs to take him, we want to get him out of the play. As we start to move backside, our center and our backside guard is we will do a scoop block, and we're going to scoop all the way to this backside axe as he's flowing across the play. And again, if we get any type of backside blitz where he wants to come in here, then it's going to be the case where our center and our backside guard are going to have these two. That way we're not getting chased down from behind. Our backside tackles, we're going to cut and fill to the next level. This guy can never beat him across the face because we don't want this guy taking a great pursuit angle down the line of scrimmage and tackling our fullback here. So we're going to cut him off first. If he wants to run upfield or he's not doing a whole lot of anything where this tackle feels that he's a danger to our play, then he's going to run upfield and he's going to start to pick off people second level. If this guy's been taken care of by our scoop block, then he may start to head down to what we call touchdown alley and start to peel people off as they come across. Our backside receiver, he is going to look to go to touchdown alley, see if he can just pick somebody off. Now, when we get to our backfield action is we're going to start with our fullback. Our fullback is first going to, with his play side foot, is going to step to the outside leg of the play side guard, and then he's going to take a direct angle where we tell him to put his helmet right up the crack of the guard. So we're running the exact same path all the time, and it helps our quarterback and our fullback mesh, so we're not putting the ball on the ground, and then it looks pretty good from a ball fake point of view too for the defense. Our quarterback steps are going to be a very quick step where it's almost a dance step, it's almost a 1-2, where he is going to turn, and we're going to end up with staggered feet, and we're going to have our toes and our heels always pointed to the sideline. The reason we want to stagger our feet is we give this nice lane here to our fullback. If we start to get to this position, now my shoulder pad is going to cut off our fullback. We might end up rubbing each other or bumping each other in the backfield. Could put the ball on the ground, or it may not just be a very clean mesh, slow the play down. But we want to get here, tell our quarterback he's going to reach that ball back to the fullback. My eyes automatically are going to engage number one, because basically what the quarterback is doing is his decision should be made by the time the second little dance step hits the ground, and we're going to be able to make a quick decision and go. We tell our quarterback never to ride past the front thigh. If he rides past his front thigh, then he might as well just plan on keeping it. It was what we have seen in our film study with our team. When we start to ride way in front of us, that's when we start to put the ball on the ground, because now quarterback's pulling out at a bad angle. Fullback thinks he's supposed to keep it or let go. He's not sure, and we start putting the ball on the ground. So our quarterback takes a nice little 1-2 dance step, engages his eyes on number one, and our tailback, his job is to keep good pitch relationship. He needs to be 5 yards deep from the quarterback and 1 yard in front. That's his only job. Quarterback has too much to worry about. He's not going to worry about where this guy's going. He just knows that when it's time to pitch, if he has to pitch, he's going to be 5 yards back and he's going to be 1 yard in front. We can almost do it blind with the repetitions. Now, what we're reading with on our read keys is we're going to read shoulders of the defensive end. Okay? If, especially for this one here, if his outside shoulder turn and he engages our fullback, then that's going to be a pull for our quarterback, and he's going to continue down the line looking for the number 2 read man to pop, whether it's Sam or it's going to be the Will. So we're doing a lot of reads with the shoulder pads as far as that goes.